There's security holes in a piece of software.
I could have made all the transmissions go to neutral for 1 million cars.
They're unknown to their creators.
You can find it yourself, you can hire somebody to find it, or you can be attacked.
It can be exploited for covert attacks.
Our ultimate goal is not to attack, but to defend.
So we just saw a clip from the brand new show starting tonight on Vice called Cyberwar, and I'm joined now by the show host, Ben Makuch, and what a timely topic. Just yesterday we were talking about the cyber attack on the grade 10 literacy test. Your show is called Cyberwar. Are we really in the midst of a cyber war right now?
Well, I think someone asked me this today, and I think, for one, I think this has been around for a little while now, probably about 10 years, but it's really taken off because the security platform in terms of how literate people are with cybersecurity is not very high. If you look at something like Ashley Madison, that hack, people had their passwords, like thousands of people, their password was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So really it's kind of a mixture of, there's a lot more people who are literate in coding and in hacking, and there's also still a lot of people and a lot of security networks that are run by various organizations that are weak. So it's kind of a perfect storm of like this exact moment.
And in terms of the attacker, so many people have this idea in their head of who is this attacker, and you've traveled the world speaking with these hackers. Who is the average attacker that are doing these type of, say, DDoS attacks like we saw in the literacy test last week, or even the one that affected much of the internet last week as well?
Well, it's funny because I've met people, I mean, a lot of men. There's a lot of men in this world. There's a lot of women as well, but right now it seems to be kind of dominated by a lot of dudes. When it comes to that, there's just people from every spectrum, really. So you're seeing kind of the classic guy who wears like a hoodie that like is in a basement, to a jockey guy who's quite smart and knows code.
So what part of this car exactly did you target that was hackable?
So this part right here, it's called the head unit, and that's the part that we actually hacked.
What was the, I guess, more dangerous thing you could do to the car with this particular hack?
Probably the most scary thing we can do is when you come to a stop, we can make it to where then the brakes stop working and then you'll start going again.
Is there a particular front that you see as vulnerable from anything from the DDoS style attacks to information hacking?
Well, I would say it's interesting because you look at something like the DNC hack in the United States, and this was targeted at a political organization. And political organizations have a lot of state secrets or secrets that they want to keep politically. And they're quite often not very secure. So I'm not super familiar with what the conservatives and the liberals have, but I would say that's something that could be vulnerable. Also, it's just provincial governments and stuff like that, because I think a lot of these places don't have the same budgets to upgrade their things. At the same time, we also know that the federal government has some issues, and I know that the federal government's been hacked by foreign adversaries before. But really, I'd say it's across the board. I mean, anywhere, I remember somebody told me, they said, if you deploy the right group of hackers on any target, eventually they're going to get through to it.